students, welcome to our APS classes, and as all we know that this is our foundation course especially for the students from 6th to 12th. And dear students, in our today's video we will discuss about the class 7th regarding the subject science, and this is first chapter for class 7th and the name of the chapter is nutrition in plants. For the session that is 2022, and this syllabus is common for all the boards, either state board or the CBSE board. प्यारे बच्चों, जैसे कि आप सभी जानते हैं कि अब आपका जो नया सेशन है वो शुरू होने जा रहा है, तो अब एपीएस क्लासेस की तरफ से डेली आपका एक चैप्टर जो है वो डिस्कस किया जाएगा। उस चैप्टर से रिलेटेड हम उसका जो एक्सरसाइज पार्ट है उसको भी डिस्कस करेंगे। तो आज हमने आपका फर्स्ट चैप्टर लिया है क्लास 7 का, एंड द नेम ऑफ द चैप्टर इज न्यूट्रिशन इन प्लांट्स एंड फॉर द सेशन 2022। अब हम शुरू करने जा रहे हैं बेटे, तो उसमें हम सबसे पहले हम देखेंगे न्यूट्रिशन इन प्लांट्स। होता क्या है न्यूट्रिशन? व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय द टर्म न्यूट्रिशन इन प्लांट्स? Nutrition is very necessary both the plants as well as for the human beings as well as animals. Components of food necessary for the body is known as nutrients. तो nutrients क्या है बेटे? The components that are necessary for our body are called as nutrients. And all living organisms need food. जितने भी living organisms हैं, they need food for their body growth as well as development. Plants prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis. Plants have the special capability to prepare their own food themselves by the process of the photosynthesis. तो यहाँ लिखा भी है बेटे, components of the food necessary for the body, they are called as nutrients. उनको क्या कहा जाता है? Nutrients. They are known as nutrients. नेक्स्ट मैंने आपको बताया कि ऑल लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स नीड फूड। जितने भी लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स हैं, ऑल दीज ऑर्गेनिजम्स नीड फूड। नेक्स्ट, प्लांट्स कैन प्रिपेयर देयर ओन फूड देमसेल्फ बाय द प्रोसेस ऑफ फोटोसिंथेसिस। that process is known as photosynthesis, by which the plants can prepare their own food themselves in the form of carbon dioxide plus water. So that process is known as photosynthesis. Animals and human beings depends directly or indirectly upon the plants for their food. तो इसमें चाहे एनिमल्स हैं चाहे आपके ह्यूमन बींग्स हैं, they depend directly or indirectly upon the plants for their food. तो यहाँ पर एक चीज जो ध्यान देने योग्य बात है बेटे, चाहे वो एनिमल्स हैं या ह्यूमन बींग्स हैं, वो टोटली डिपेंड्स हैं, वो डायरेक्टली या इनडायरेक्टली डिपेंड्स है किसके ऊपर? प्लांट्स के ऊपर फॉर देयर फूड। और जो ऑर्गेनिजम्स डायरेक्टली या इनडायरेक्टली डिपेंड होते हैं प्लांट्स के ऊपर फॉर देयर फूड, दे आर कॉल्ड एज हेटेरोट्रॉप्स। उनको क्या कहेंगे बेटे हम? हेटेरोट्रॉप्स। दे आर नोन एज हेटेरोट्रॉप्स। एंड दोज व्हिच कैन प्रिपेयर देयर ओन फूड देमसेल्फ, दे आर नोन एज ऑटोट्रॉप्स। उनको क्या कहेंगे बेटे हम? ऑटोट्रॉप्स। They are known as autotrophs. So animals and human beings depends directly or indirectly depends upon the plants for their food. That's why they are called as heterotrophs, whereas animals can prepare their own food themselves. So that's why they are known as autotrophs. ये next point आ गया आपका बेटे। Nutrition is the mode of taking food by an organism and its utilization by the body. So nutrition, it is the special mode of taking food by the organisms. So nutrition, it is one of the mode of taking food by the organisms, and that is utilized by the body, and its utilization is by the body. Water and minerals present in the soil. सभी जानते हैं बेटे कि जो water है as well as minerals both are present in the soil, and after that these water and minerals are absorbed by the roots. उनको कौन absorb करता है बेटे? They are absorbed by the roots of the plants, and after that they are transported to the various parts of the leaves. तो सबसे पहले हम ये कहेंगे कि जो water and minerals हैं, these are specially present in the soil, and after that these are absorbed by the roots, and after that they transport to the various parts of the plants. ठीक है, leaves has small pores. कभी आपने देखा होगा कि suppose this is a leaf, तो leaves जो थे बच्चे they have special type of the small pores that are present in them, and these pores are called as, इन pores को हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं, these pores are called as stomata. These pores are called as stomata. So leaves has small pores or special types of the pores that are present on the surface of the leaves, and these small pores that are present on the surface of leaves, these are called as stomata. उनको हम लोग क्या कहेंगे बेटे, उनको हम कहेंगे stomata. These are called as stomata, and these stomata are helpful for the exchange of gases. Exchange of gases. So यहां पर आपको ये पता हो गया कि leaves they have small special pores that are present on the surface of the leaves, and these small pores are called as stomata, specially used for the exchange of the gases. या फिर this is these small pores meant for the exchange of the gases. Next topic is sun is the ultimate source of energy for all living organisms. As all we know that sun is the main source of energy. So here sun is the ultimate source. Sun is the ultimate source of energy. Ultimate source of energy. Sun is the ultimate source of energy for all living organisms. जितने भी living organisms हैं उनमें सभी में जो ultimate source of energy है that is sun. Next, algae is slimming and they have green patches in the ponds. Algae जो है ये इनका slimy surface होता है and they have green patches in the ponds. There are specially 4 modes of the nutrition. वो 4 modes of nutrition कौन कौन से बेटे? Specially they have 4 modes of nutrition, and these 4 mode of nutritions are, उसको हम बोल सकते हैं autotropic, जो हमारे पास स्पेशल मोड्स ऑफ न्यूट्रिशन है बेटे, वो कौन कौन से मोड्स ऑफ न्यूट्रिशन है? नंबर 1 इज ऑटोट्रॉपिक, सेकंड वन इज सेप्रोट्रॉपिक, एंड थर्ड वन इज पैरासिटिक, एंड द लास्ट वन इज हेटेरोट्रॉपिक. That means there are 4 modes of the nutrition. Number 1 is autotropic, second one is heterotropic, third one is saprotropic, and the fourth one is heterotropic. So there are 4 types of the modes of nutrition. So here beta, this is the brief introduction of the chapter that is nutrition in plants. That means how nutrients are important for each and every living organisms. अब बेटे इस चैप्टर से रिलेटेड हम एक्सरसाइज पार्ट करेंगे. ये तो थोड़ी सी आपको ब्रीफ इंट्रोडक्शन दे दी कि न्यूट्रिशन इन प्लांट्स क्या होता है, ठीक है, किस तरह से न्यूट्रिएंट्स होते हैं वो हर एक लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स के लिए इंपॉर्टेंट है. तो उसमें थोड़े थोड़े पॉइंट हमने कीवर्ड्स जो है वो हमने देखे हैं, जिसमें कि मैंने कहा कि कंपोनेंट्स ऑफ द फूड दैट आर वेरी नेसेसरी फॉर द बॉडी दे आर कॉल्ड एज न्यूट्रिएंट्स. और हमारे पास वेरियस टाइप्स के न्यूट्रिएंट्स हैं सच एज कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स, फैट्स, प्रोटीन्स, विटामिन्स, minerals, or these are the various types of the nutrients, and these nutrients are very important for each and every living organisms. जितने भी लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स हैं दे नीड फूड. हर एक लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म को जो है वो फूड की जरूरत है टू डू वर्क, एंड प्लांट्स दे हैव द स्पेशल कैपेबिलिटी टू प्रिपेयर देयर ओन फूड देमसेल्फ in the presence of sunlight by the process of photosynthesis. So this is that's why they are called as autotrophs. Whereas आपके animals हैं, human beings हैं, they depend directly or indirectly upon the plants for their food. That's why they are called as heterotrophs. So this is the main difference between the autotrophs as well as heterotrophs. Autotrophs such as plants because they can prepare their own food themselves, whereas human beings, animals, they depend directly or indirectly upon the plants for their food. That's why they are known as heterotrophs. Nutrition is the mode of taking food by an organism and its utilization is the utilization by the body. So here बेटा ये हमने थोड़ी सी brief introduction की है इस chapter से related. Now we shift to the exercise part regarding this chapter. And your first question from this chapter is, why do organisms need to take food? What is the main purpose? That's why organisms need to take food. Organisms, they need to take food. That's why to build their bodies, organisms जो हैं उनको इसलिए जरूरत पड़ती है फूड को टेक आउट करने के लिए ताकि वो अपनी बॉडी को बिल्ड अप कर सके ग्रो कर सके, टू रिपेयर द डैमेज्ड पार्ट्स, जो भी हमारी बॉडी के, क्योंकि ऑटोमेटिकली जो बॉडी है उसमें जो पार्ट्स होते हैं वो डैमेज भी होते हैं और डैमेज होने के बाद वो रिपेयर भी होते हैं, टू रिपेयर द डैमेज्ड पार्ट्स of their bodies and to get the energy to carry out the various types of the life processes. So that's why organisms need to take food. अब इसमें हम लिख सकते हैं organisms need food to build their bodies to grow, to repair damaged parts, of their bodies. तो बेटे यहां पर हमें पता लग गया कि why do we need to take food? We need to take food to grow, to build, to repair the damaged body parts of the body and to get energy for the utilization or to carry out the various life processes. That's why organisms need to take food. इस वजह से organisms जो है उनको food की जरूरत पड़ती है, क्योंकि अगर ऑर्गेनिजम्स फूड टेक नहीं करेंगे तो उनकी बॉडी ग्रो नहीं करेगी। सेकेंड वन ये होगा कि उनकी जो बॉडी जो वो बिल्डअप भी नहीं करेगी। नेक्स्ट, अगर कोई बॉडी पार्ट्स डैमेज हो रहे हैं तो वो रिपेयर भी नहीं होंगे। एंड द लास्ट वन इज वी डोंट कैरी आउट द लाइफ प्रोसेसेस। हम किसी भी लाइफ प्रोसेसेस को कैरी आउट नहीं कर सकते हैं विदाउट टेकिंग फूड। दैट्स व्हाई एवरी लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स नीड टू टेक फूड। नाउ शिफ्ट टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन एंड योर नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज your question number 2, and your question number 2 is distinguish between a parasite and saprotroph. What is the difference between the parasite as well as saprotroph? So that means there is some difference between the parasite as well as saprotroph. So this is parasite and this is saprotroph. So first, parasite. Organisms depends upon other living organisms for their food. They are known as parasites. Those organisms which depend upon other organisms for their food, they are called as parasites. For example, Cuscuta is a parasite because they depends upon other organisms for their food. That's why Cuscuta is known as a parasite. Second one is tapeworms, roundworms. All these are the examples of the parasites because they depends upon other organisms for their food. That's why they fall under the category of parasites. Second one is saprotroph. Organisms obtain their food from the dead and decaying organic matter. They are known as saprotroph. Those organisms, they again depends upon other organisms for their food, but these organisms depends upon the dead and decaying. They depend upon the dead and decaying. ये किसके ऊपर निर्भर करते हैं बेटे? Dead and decaying. Dead and decaying. Dead and decaying organic matter. Dead and decaying organic matter. So they are known as saprotrophs. For example, इसमें जो हमारे examples आएंगे बेटे, for example, fungi and bacteria. These are the examples of saprotrophs because organisms obtain their food from the dead organic matter. They are known as saprotroph. For example, bacteria and fungi, they fall under the category of saprotroph. Second difference जो है बेटे parasite का, that is they produce special type of organs. Parasites have the special capability to produce the special type of the organs, and these organs are known as such as suckers, hooks to obtain food. This is the second difference because Parasites, they produce special types of the organs, and these special type of organs are called as suckers as well as hooks to obtain their food. So this is the second main important difference of the parasite. Second, saprotrophs, they secrete some enzymes, and saprotrophs have the special capability to secrete special type of the enzyme, and that enzyme to decompose complex molecules into the simpler form. अब ये जो हमारे पैरासाइट्स हैं, पैरासाइट्स में क्या बोला मैंने कि पैरासाइट्स हैव द स्पेशल कैपेबिलिटी टू प्रोड्यूस द ऑर्गन्स सच एज सक्कर्स या फिर हुक्स को वो प्रोड्यूस करते हैं, दैट्स व्हाई दे ऑब्टेन देयर फूड। वेयर सेप्रोट्रॉप्स जो है दे सिक्रीट अ स्पेशल टाइप ऑफ एंजाइम, एंड विद द हेल्प ऑफ दिस एंजाइम दे क्या करेंगे, वो दे डिकम्पोज द कॉम्प्लेक्स फूड मटेरियल इनटू द सिंपलर फॉर्म। जो कॉम्प्लेक्स मॉलिक्यूल्स को है वो सिंपलर फॉर्म्स में वो क्या कर देते हैं, कन्वर्ट कर देते हैं, जो सेप्रोट्रॉप्स होते हैं, विद द हेल्प ऑफ ए स्पेशल टाइप ऑफ द enzyme. That's why they decompose the complex molecules into the simpler form. So here beta, this is the difference between the parasites as well as saprotrophs. That means there are major two differences between the parasites and the saprotrophs. Now shift to the question number 3rd regarding this chapter, and your question number 3rd is how would you test for the presence of starch in leaves? जो लीव्स हैं आपके, जो पत्ते होते हैं, ऑटोमेटिकली आपको पता होगा कि लीव्स आर ऑलवेज ग्रीन इन color. And why leaves are green in color? Because they have a special type of the pigment present in them, and that pigment is known as, उस pigment का नाम क्या है बेटे? That pigment is known as chlorophyll. That's why leaves are always appeared green in color. So how would you test for the presence of starch in leaves? आप कैसे detect करेंगे? With the help of which test? You will detect the presence of starch in the leaves, जिसमें आपको ये पता चल जाएगा कि leaves जो है उसमें starch present है। उसके लिए आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा, एक एक्सपेरिमेंट जो होगा उसको आपको प्रैक्टिकली जस्टिफाई करना पड़ेगा, जिसकी हेल्प से आप जस्टिफाई कर सकते हैं कि वाकई जो लीव्स होती हैं उनमें स्टार्च प्रेजेंट है। तो उसके लिए हम क्या करेंगे बेटे, टेस्ट फॉर द प्रेजेंस ऑफ स्टार्च इन लीव्स। उसके लिए हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा, हमें कुछ लीव्स जो है वो लेनी पड़ेगी। टेक अ फ्यू ग्रीन लीव्स, कुछ हम ग्रीन लीव्स को लेंगे, उन ग्रीन लीव्स को फिर हम क्या करेंगे, बॉइल्ड करेंगे। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल we will take the some green leaves, and after that we boil the green leaves in alcohol। हम उसके बाद उन ग्रीन लीव्स को क्या करेंगे बेटे, हम बॉइल करेंगे, और बॉइल किसमें करेंगे, इन अल्कोहल। और अल्कोहल में हम इनको बॉइल करने का क्या पर्पस होगा, टू रिमूव द ग्रीन कलर्ड पिगमेंट क्लोरोफिल। वहां से हमें ग्रीन पिगमेंट को क्या कर देंगे, रिमूव कर देंगे, जैसे ही हम उन ग्रीन लीव्स को किसमें बॉइल करेंगे, अल्कोहल में बॉइल करेंगे। आफ्टर दैट टेक आउट द लीव्स। अब हमने उनमें क्या किया, उनमें अल्कोहल में हमने उन लीव्स को बॉइल कर लिया। उसके बाद हम टेक 2 or 3 लीव्स, हम 2 या 3 लीव्स वहां से ले लेंगे। आफ्टर दैट पुट 2 or 3 ड्रॉप्स ऑफ द आयोडीन सॉल्यूशन। उसके बाद हम 2 या 3 ड्रॉप्स जो होंगे वो आयोडीन सॉल्यूशन की हम उन लीव्स के ऊपर डालेंगे। The blue black color of the leaves indicate, जैसे ही हम उन लीव्स के ऊपर आयोडीन की 2 या 3 ड्रॉप्स जो होंगे वो डालेंगे, तो वहां पर आपको क्या लगेगा, जो ब्लू ग्रीन कलर होगा, ब्लू ग्रीन कलर ऑफ द, सॉरी नॉट ग्रीन बट ब्लू ब्लैक कलर, ब्लू ब्लैक कलर, ब्लू ब्लैक कलर ऑफ द लीव्स, ब्लू ब्लैक कलर ऑफ द लीव्स इंडिकेट द प्रेजेंस ऑफ स्टार्च इन द लीव्स। जैसे ही हमें ब्लू ब्लैक कलर जो होगा वो लीव्स का हमें मिल जाएगा, आफ्टर दैट वी कैन इजिली डिटेक्ट द प्रेजेंस ऑफ स्टार्च इन द लीव्स। ठीक है, तो उसके लिए बेटे मैंने क्या कहा था आपको, सपोज दिस इज योर लीव, दिस इज योर लीव, दिस इज योर लीव, एंड अगेन दिस इज योर लीव। हमने कुछ ग्रीन लीव्स जो है बेटे वो ले ली। सपोज वी टेक सम ग्रीन लीव्स, आफ्टर दैट दीज ग्रीन लीव्स बॉइल्ड इन अल्कोहल। इन ग्रीन लीव्स को हम कहां बॉइल करेंगे, बॉइल्ड इन अल्कोहल, बॉइल्ड इन अल्कोहल। आफ्टर, अब बॉइल करने का क्या पर्पस है हमारा अल्कोहल में, टू रिमूव द ग्रीन कलर और टू रिमूव द ग्रीन पिगमेंट। आफ्टर दैट हम 2 या 3 ड्रॉप्स जो लीव्स हैं उनको हम निकाल लेंगे। निकालने के बाद we put some 2 or 3 drops of the iodine solution on the leaves। The blue-black color of the leaves indicate that the presence of starch in case of the leaves. जब हमें blue या black color जो होगा वो leaves के ऊपर दिख जाएगा, after that we can easily detect the presence of starch in the leaves. So this is your question number 3rd. Now shift to the question number 4, and your question number 4 is give a brief description. Give a brief description of the process of the synthesis of food in the green plants. यहां पर आपको क्या करना है बेटे, आपको एक ब्रीफ डिस्क्रिप्शन देनी है, एंड ब्रीफ डिस्क्रिप्शन इज रिगार्डिंग द सिंथेसिस ऑफ फूड इन द ग्रीन प्लांट्स. जैसे कि पहले भी मैंने कहा कि प्लांट्स हैव द स्पेशल कैपेबिलिटी टू प्रिपेयर देयर ओन फूड देमसेल्फ बाय द प्रोसेस ऑफ फोटोसिंथेसिस, ठीक है, इन द फॉर्म ऑफ कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड एंड वाटर. सो green plants prepare their own food themselves, that's why they are called as autotrophs. इस वजह से अब हमें एक ब्रीफ डिस्क्रिप्शन देनी पड़ेगी जिसमें कि हम सिंथेसिस ऑफ फूड के बारे में डिस्कस करेंगे, स्पेशली इन द ग्रीन प्लांट्स. तो बेटे अब जैसे सपोज करो दिस इज योर सन, दिस इज योर सन, these are the rays, special type of the rays, these are rays, and suppose this is your plant, and these are the leaves. So here beta, this is the sun and these are the rays that comes out from the sun, and this is your plant and these are the green colored leaves, and suppose this is your oxygen gas, ठीक है, and this is your oxygen gas. And here beta, this is leaf exposed to sunlight. By this experiment we can easily detect that leaf exposed to sunlight. Leaf जो है it is easily exposed to sunlight. Leaf easily exposed to sunlight. अब plants they can prepare their own food themselves in the form of carbon dioxide and water. In the form of carbon dioxide and water. Plants can prepare their own food themselves in the form of carbon dioxide and water, sunlight, and it is chlorophyll. Chlorophyll. It forms carbohydrates. This is known as carbohydrate. So this is the brief description of the process of the synthesis of food in the green plants. तो यहाँ same process है. It is the process by which the green plants can prepare their own food themselves in the form of carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight by the process of photosynthesis. That process is known as photosynthesis by which the plants can prepare their own food themselves. That's why plants are known as autotrophs. वही चीज इसमें लिखी हुई है बेटे कि the process, it is the process in which green plants prepare their own food by taking carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight. Thus, green plants convert the solar energy into the chemical energy. That's why plants have the special capability to convert the solar energy into the chemical energy by making starch. And that starch is in the form of carbohydrate. So this is your question number 4. Now shift to the question number 5. And your question number 5 is show with the help of sketch that the plants are the ultimate source of food. आपको एक sketch के जरिए आपको ये justify करना है कि plants जो हैं वो कहीं ना कहीं ultimate source है food का, ultimate source of food. So this can be explained with the help of a sketch. एक sketch की help से हमें ये explain करना है कि plants जो है directly या indirectly they are the ultimate source of food. तो इसको करते हैं बच्चे हम. Suppose करो these are the plants. These are the plants. अब इसको हम diagrammatically भी बनाते हैं बेटे plants को. Suppose this is your plant. This is your plant. Various types of the plants. These are the plants. After that, plants, they are eaten by the fish. Plants को fish भी eat करेगी. After that, plants are also eaten by the goat. Goat भी eat करेगी plants को. Deer again eat the plants. Deer. After that, plants are also eaten by the rat. So here beta, plants, they are eaten by the fish, eaten by the goat, eaten by the deer and eaten by the rat. Fish को बेटे man भी खाएगा. Fish is eaten by the man. Goat is again eaten by the man. Goat is eaten by the lion. Lion भी eat करेगा goat को. And rat is eaten by the hog. Hog. So this is the flow sheet sketch showing plants as the ultimate source of food. This is the flow sheet sketch. ये जो हमने बनाया बेटा, this is the flow sheet sketch that showing plants are the ultimate source of food for each and every organism. That's why plants are known as autotrophs, because plants can prepare their own food themselves. तो ये हमारा ultimate sketch है, flow sheet है, and that's sketch showing how plants are the ultimate source of food. तो यहाँ पर मैंने आपको बना भी दिया है. These are the plants. Plants are eaten by the fish, goat, deer, rat. Fish and goat, it is eaten by the man. Goat also eaten by the lion, and the rat is eaten by the hog, and deer again is eaten by the lion. So the figure shows that every heterotrophs depends upon the autotrophs for their food. यहाँ से जो हमें एक आइडिया मिला बेटे कि each and every heterotrophs directly or indirectly depends upon the autotrophs for their food. And here हम इसके यहाँ पर हम ये भी कह सकते हैं कि hence plants are the ultimate source of food for each and every organism. तो यहाँ से जो चीज हमें क्लियर हुई बेटे वो ये हुई है कि heterotrophs, each heterotroph directly or indirectly depends upon the food, depends upon their food upon the autotrophs, and plants are the ultimate source of food for each and every living organism. Now shift to the next question, and your next question is question number 6, and your question number 6 is fill in the blanks. Green plants are called dash since they synthesize their own food. यहाँ पर बेटे आपको जज करना है fill in the blanks है next question आपका, और जो next question fill in the blanks का है बेटे उसमें आपने ये देखना है green plants are called dash since they synthesize their own food. Green plants को हम autotrophs बोलते हैं. क्यों बोलते हैं? Because they synthesize their own food. That's why they are called as autotrophs. Autotrophs. Green plants are called autotrophs since they synthesize their own food. That's why they are called as autotrophs. The food synthesized by the plants is stored as starch. In photosynthesis, solar energy is captured by the pigment, and that pigment is called chlorophyll. In photosynthesis, solar energy is captured by the pigment, and that pigment is called as chlorophyll. During photosynthesis, plants take in dash and release dash. So during photosynthesis, plants take in carbon dioxide and release oxygen. तो यहां नोट कर सकते हैं बेटे आप Green plants are called autotrophs since they synthesize their own food. The food synthesized by the plants is stored as starch. In photosynthesis, solar energy is captured by the pigment, and that pigment is called as chlorophyll. And the last one is during photosynthesis, plants take in carbon dioxide and release oxygen. Now shift to the question number 7, and your question number 7 is name the following. First is a parasitic plant with yellow slender tubular stem. आपको क्वेश्चन दिया गया है, उस क्वेश्चन में से आपको नाम बताना है. अ पैरासिटिक प्लांट विद येलो, पैरासिटिक प्लांट जिसका येलो स्लेंडर ट्यूबुलर स्टेम है, एंड दैट इज नोन एज कस्कुटा. कस्कुटा. A parasitic plant because Cuscuta is a parasitic plant that have yellow slender tubular stem. So that plant is known as Cuscuta because it has a yellow slender tubular stem. Second one is a plant that has both autotrophic and heterotrophic mode of nutrition. A plant that has both autotrophic and heterotrophic mode of nutrition, that is pitcher plant. Pitcher plant. That is known as pitcher plant. A plant that has both autotrophic and heterotrophic mode of nutrition is known as pitcher plant. The last one is the pores through which leaves exchange gases. The pores by which the plants can exchange gases, that is known as, उसको क्या कहेंगे बेटे? Stomata. नोट कर सकते हैं बेटे आप इसको, दैट इज नोन एज स्टोमेटा. A parasitic plant with yellow slender tubular stem, it is known as Cuscuta. A plant that has both autotrophic and heterotrophic mode of nutrition. ऐसे plants जिसमें autotrophic mode of nutrition भी है और heterotrophic mode of nutrition भी है, that plants are known as pitcher plant. The pores by which the plants or the leaves can exchange gases, that is known as stomata. Now shift to the question number 8, and your question number 8 is tick the correct answer. आपके पास options दी गई हैं, you will choose the correct options out of the following options. Your first question is a marble is an example of. A marble is an example of. Options are autotrophic, second parasite, third saprotroph, and fourth is host. So a marble is an example of either autotroph, parasite, saprotroph, or host. So it is a marble is an example of parasite. A marble is an example of parasite. Not autotrophs, not saprotrophs, and even not host. So a marble is an example of parasite. Next, the plant which traps and feeds insects. ऐसा plant जो पहले trap करता है उसके बाद उनको feed करता है, that is known as Cuscuta, China rose, pitcher plant, and rose. Out of these 4 options, name the plant that traps and after that feeds on the insects. That type of plant is known as pitcher plant. That type of plant is known as pitcher plant because pitcher plant have the capability to trap and feeds on the insects. So that type of plant is known as pitcher plant. Now shift to the question number 9, and your question number 9 is match the items given in columns, those in column 2. There are 2 columns, column 1 and the second one is column 2. That means you match the items given in the column 1 with column 2. There are so many items in the column 1. Number 1 is chlorophyll, second one is nitrogen, third one is a marble, fourth one is animals, and fifth one is insects. So chlorophyll, it is a special type of the pigment, green colored pigment that is present in the plants, and that type of pigment is chlorophyll, and it is present in the leaf. Nitrogen is bacteria. A marble is a parasite. Animals are heterotrophs. And इंसेक्ट्स, पिक्चर प्लांट। आप नोट कर सकते हैं बेटे इसको। क्लोरोफिल, लीफ, नाइट्रोजन, बैक्टीरिया, अमार्बल, पैरासाइट, एनिमल्स, हिटोट्रॉप्स, इंसेक्ट्स, पिक्चर प्लांट। तो यहां पर हम लिख सकते हैं बेटे क्लोरोफिल, तो यहां दोबारा से बेटे मैं लिख रही हूं क्लोरोफिल, इट मैच विथ लीफ। सेकेंड वन नाइट्रोजन, नाइट्रोजन मैच विथ बैक्टीरिया। आफ्टर दैट a marble, a marble matches with parasite, after that animals, they are heterotrophs, because animals as well as human beings directly or indirectly depends upon the plants for their food. That's why they are called as heterotrophs. Insects, pitcher plant. Insects, pitcher plant. So this is the matching of column 1 with column 2. Now shift to the question number 10. And your question number 10 is mark T if the statement is true and F if it is false. There are so many statements and you will mention or mark T if the statement is true and mark F if the statement is false. So there are so many statements. Number 1 is carbon dioxide is released during photosynthesis. फोटोसिंथेसिस की प्रोसेस के दौरान कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड रिलीज होती है। आइदर दिस इज द ट्रू स्टेटमेंट और द फॉल्स स्टेटमेंट। दिस इज द फॉल्स स्टेटमेंट बिकॉज कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड इज नॉट रिलीज ड्यूरिंग द प्रोसेस ऑफ फोटोसिंथेसिस, whereas oxygen is released during the process of photosynthesis, whereas carbon dioxide is intake. Released होती है, that is oxygen. So here it is false statement. Now next statement is plants which synthesize their food themselves are called as saprotrophs. It is again wrong statement because plants which synthesize their food themselves, they are not called as saprotrophs, whereas plants which synthesize their own food themselves, they are called as autotrophs. So here again it is false. The product of photosynthesis is not a protein. The product of photosynthesis is not a protein. जो product of photosynthesis का, that is not a protein. It is again false statement because the product of photosynthesis is a protein, not a protein. It is a false statement. Last, solar energy is converted into chemical energy during the process of photosynthesis. This is the true statement because solar energy is converted into chemical energy during the process of photosynthesis. जब photosynthesis की प्रोसेस होती है या प्रकाश संश्लेषण की प्रक्रिया होती है, प्रोसेस होती है, उस दौरान जो सोलर एनर्जी होती है, it is to be converted into the chemical energy. So it is true. This is true. Now shift to the question number 11, and here question number 11 is choose the correct option in the फॉलोइंग। आपके पास डिफरेंट ऑप्शंस दी गई हैं, उनमें से आपको करेक्ट ऑप्शन को चूज करना है अकॉर्डिंग टू द सिचुएशन और कंडीशन ऑफ द क्वेश्चन। योर फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज व्हिच पार्ट ऑफ द प्लांट गेट्स कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड फ्रॉम द एयर फॉर द फोटोसिंथेसिस। व्हिच पार्ट ऑफ द प्लांट गेट कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड फ्रॉम द एयर फॉर द फोटोसिंथेसिस। तो इसमें आपको ये चूज करना है बेटे कि कौन सा पार्ट है प्लांट्स का जो कि कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड लेता है फ्रॉम द एयर फॉर द प्रोसेस ऑफ फोटोसिंथेसिस। ऑप्शंस आर रूट हेयर, स्टोमेटा, लीफ वेन्स या फिर सेपल्स। इट इज योर क्वेश्चन नंबर 11। आपको करेक्ट ऑप्शन चूज करनी है कि प्लांट्स का कौन सा पार्ट ऐसा है जो कि कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड लेता है फ्रॉम द एयर फॉर द प्रोसेस ऑफ फोटोसिंथेसिस। ऑप्शंस है रूट हेयर है, स्टोमेटा है, लीफ वेन्स है या सेपल्स है। सो दैट पार्ट इज नोन एज स्टोमेटा। So stomata is the part of the plant that gets carbon dioxide from the air for the process of photosynthesis. This is the right answer. Next is the question number 12. Choose the correct option from the following. Plants take carbon dioxide from the atmosphere mainly through their. Plants take carbon dioxide from the atmosphere mainly through their. Options are roots, stem, flowers, leaves. तो प्लांट्स जो है वो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड को लेते हैं एटमॉस्फेयर से, पर किसकी हेल्प से लेते हैं? प्लांट्स मेनली टेक द कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड फ्रॉम द एटमॉस्फेयर थ्रू आइदर द रूट्स, स्टेम, फ्लावर्स एंड लीव्स. बट द प्लांट्स टेक द कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड फ्रॉम द एटमॉस्फेयर मेनली थ्रू देयर लीव्स. Leaves. With the help of leaves, plants can take carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, not with the help of roots, not with the help of stem, and even not with the help of flowers. But plants can take carbon dioxide from the atmosphere mainly through the leaves. So this is the right answer. Now, here beta we complete important 12 questions regarding the chapter that is the nutrition in plants, and this chapter is for class 7. तो यहां पर बेटे हमने सेशन 2022 से रिलेटेड अब जो आपका सिलेबस है साइंस सब्जेक्ट का, उससे रिलेटेड आज हमने आपका फर्स्ट चैप्टर जो है वो कंप्लीट कर लिया है. चैप्टर की ब्रीफ इंट्रोडक्शन भी आज आपको दे दी है और इस चैप्टर से रिलेटेड इंपॉर्टेंट 12 क्वेश्चन जो थे वो आज हमने डिस्कस कर लिए हैं. तो इन क्वेश्चंस को बेटे आप अपनी नोटबुक्स में जरूर नोट करें, नोटबुक्स में नोट कर लें, और सारे क्वेश्चन हमने डिटेल में यहाँ डिस्कस कर लिए हैं. कल अब हम आपके साथ नए चैप्टर के साथ दोबारा मिलेंगे, उसमें भी हम चैप्टर की पहले ब्रीफ इंट्रोडक्शन करेंगे. आफ्टर दैट वी कंप्लीट द एक्सरसाइज पार्ट फ्रॉम दैट चैप्टर. सो वंस अगेन गुड नाइट टू ऑल द स्टूडेंट्स.